Friday afternoon. Not the ideal time to hold a meeting, but I'm very excited to see you're all here. Welcome to the headquarters of the California Emergency Management Agency, which you may have known in the past as the Office of Emergency Services. As of January 1st, we've combined with our sister agency, the Office of Homeland Security, and become the California Emergency Management Agency. And we're very happy to host you here for this workshop on earthquake preparedness planning, recent best practices, and current social science. I'd also like to thank some of our partners in this, our collaborators in this effort, which include some of our sister agencies at the state, the Seismic Safety Commission, the California Readiness Advisory Group, California Volunteers, and California Geological Survey, some of our federal partners, FEMA Region 9 and the USGS, and some of our regional coalition partners, the Redwood Coast Tsunami Working Group, the Earthquake Country Alliance, and the 1868 Alliance in the Bay Area. And we've invited you all here today to talk about what's next in earthquake planning. But before I do that, there's a couple of housekeeping deals I need to take care of. First of all, in addition to the 50 or 60 of us here in the room, we have an equal number of people with us through webinar, through the magic of the 21st century. And so for those of you on the webinar, how do I advance this slide? There it is. Please keep your phone on mute. If you have any technical issues, you're looking at a email where you can email anytime during the program to have your technical issues answered. This is also the email address you will use during the question and answer periods if you would like to join in the discussion. And we're going to see a couple of videos during the presentations, and those of you listening via webinar, it may be a bit jumpy. But if it is, all of the presentations, a videotape of this entire program, and all of the collateral is going to be on a website, California Earthquake, which one is it? www.californiaearthquakeprep.me.com. Yes, that really elegant short URL name that's on the screen there. And that is a web platform that we are creating to keep all of us as earthquake preparedness stakeholders in touch and communicating as we do earthquake preparedness planning over the next few months. And before I go any further, I'd like to introduce Tina Curry to just say hello. She's a Deputy Director here at California Emergency Management Agency over preparedness and training. Tina?
Thank you, Kate. Well, good afternoon, everybody. And actually, I have a slight clarification to make about the facility. We actually have a joint headquarters of CalEMA now, our K Street office downtown that had been the home of the former OHS, as well as here. So I'm kind of calling it the East End, West End complex for lack of better description, but we now have an expanded footprint all over town here in Sacramento, so it's pretty exciting. Getting used to the CalEMA title and remembering to say that. But thank you first and foremost for being here today and helping us launch this project. Looking out at some of the familiar faces in the crowd, I think this is a group that probably doesn't need to be reminded about the importance of earthquake preparedness. It is near and dear to all the work we do every day and all the great work that's going on out there. So we're really excited to launch this. It's going to be a project of our earthquake and tsunami program out of the preparedness branch here at CalEMA. So you'll be seeing Kate Long and Jim Golt and his staff's name and faces as we go through this kind of short but intense process. But really it's all about the input that we receive from all of the stakeholders and all of the great work that's already going on out there. And by being here today, I hope that we have your support and we'll have your participation as we go throughout it, because it won't be possible, we won't have a good product without all your input. So really this is a way to capture all the great regional efforts, the exercise and all the preparedness activities that went on recently in Southern California, great efforts in the Bay Area, as well as current research that we're really excited to learn what really works in preparing the public for for the disasters and the risks that we all face in California here with earthquakes. So it's an opportunity to capture that again. It hopefully will also give us some sort of a roadmap that we can look to as a tool as to carry this program through into the future. So again, your preparedness or your participation is key. And I think in these times, with everyone really under tough budgetary situations, anything we can look to and to help with here out of CalEMA with this project and anything that comes of it will help us better and more efficiently use our resources. So we know that that's important to all of us, and this will be something of value that we can all hopefully will be able to use into the future as we move forward. So again, welcome, thank you. I know there's a great lineup of presentations for today, so I won't take any more time, but look forward to a great meeting and continued support from you as we go through this project. So thank you. Kate, back to you.
And for everyone, both listening in and in the room, if there is an earthquake, uh-oh. Just a second, I'm trying to we have a slide for it too. Yeah, it's not going forward. What am I doing wrong? Sorry, Webbies. Anyway, drop, cover, hold on.
Oh.
What's wrong here?
He was right, I think I went too fast.
Ah. Drop, cover, hold on, and that's drop, cover, hold on in Spanish just under that. So why are we here? We are here today because there's been a lot of good work that has been going on over a 30-year period. We've been telling people about the risk. We've been telling people what to do, but maybe not making as much headway into public preparedness as we'd like. But in this last year, there's been some great efforts on the North Coast. Humboldt County did a live code tsunami warning test. In the Bay Area, we had the Hayward earthquake anniversary event in Southern California. We had the Great Southern California Shakeout. And there's been a lot of talk after these events about how do we build on this momentum, how do we keep going? Do we try to reinvigorate Earthquake Month in April? Do we try to do events in September concurrent with National Disaster Preparedness Month? Do we create a day? There's a lot of interest in creating an earthquake drill day statewide. So in order to figure out what we ought to do next, we realized that the things that made these events of last year successful was the fact that they were based on collaborations. There wasn't one agency in charge as much as a coalition of not only from federal to local emergency managers, but community-based organizations, humanitarian groups, and our new partners, the private sector, in trying to create one message, as Dennis likes to say, we're all singing from the same sheet of music. So we're here today. We thought that we would like to report out to you on some of the best practices from this last year, although we won't by all means hit all of them. We would like to talk to you about how we might create coordination among stakeholders statewide for a statewide campaign ongoing and within some kind of annual keystone. And we want to talk about how we can create this shared vision, this shared plan, so that we can economize and leverage each other's resources, reduce the amount of effort, and really get a cohesive campaign going together. So in order to do that, we're going to start by hearing what the evidence-based science is. What is it that gets people to prepare? And we also are interested in how prepared are Californians. We had hoped that Linda Bork would be here today. She is working on a survey of earthquake preparedness in California. However, her results aren't complete yet. So she is not here today, although Dennis will be talking a little bit about the research that she is currently doing. But our first speaker is Dennis Milletti, a man who needs no introduction, but I will introduce him anyway. He is Professor Emeritus from University of Boulder, Colorado. He is the former director of the Natural Hazards Research Center. He is a Seismic Safety Commissioner, and he has for us today some definitive answers on what it takes to get people to prepare for earthquake.